Should you use a magic eraser on your iPhone? What do you think, Monty? The short answer is no, don't. The longer answer is a soft no, we'll say. When you look at it on a side-by-side basis, you can definitely tell which side was scrubbed with the magic eraser. But how much effort do you think it took to damage my iPhone with the magic eraser? Now I'm in the process of seeing if liquid screen protectors are worth the hype, so I needed to figure out a way to reduce or strip oleophobic coating on my iPhone. Now I'm not disputing the fact that the magic eraser is going to do some damage to your iPhone. I figure that some of you might actually want to see how much damage the magic eraser would actually do. So in the next few minutes, I'm just going to show you what I did, as well as, well, I'm going to see if the magic eraser could actually remove minor scratches. Real usage, real reviews. MobileReviewsA.ca. At Mobile Reviews A, Monty and I base all our videos on actual usage. If you're wondering why there's duct tape on this iPhone 10, well, it's because I'm waiting for something to cure. So what did I do? The iPhone 10 I decided to use was the one with the dead screen due to the atomic edge drop. Check out the review for that full story. The iPhone 10 that I broke was a fresh one, so the coating on the screen should still be very strong, the oleophobic coating that is. I did a couple of tests to see how the coating was, and you could definitely see the oleophobic coating in action as the water ends up bunching up together on the surface of the screen. As you can see, the drop on my counter doesn't have that same bunching up effect. I then covered half the iPhone with a layer of painter's tape, and then I covered that layer with duct tape. Now I went with painter's tape because it was the least sticky tape in my house. I then proceeded to scrub the exposed sides with the magic eraser for about 2 minutes. Now after that relaxing scrub, I splashed some water on it to see, what would happen, and I didn't actually see a big difference. I was really expecting to see a night and day difference between the two sides. So I took it one step slower and went with a smaller amount of water and just kind of dribbled them on each side, and as you can tell, the one side that was covered in tape, the water just kind of flows right off, whereas in the one on the magic eraser, it flows off a lot slower. If not, it just stays there. Now I decided to keep assaulting the exposed side of the iPhone to see if I could remove even more of the oleophobic coating. This resulted in even more scrubbing with the magic eraser. The bout of scrubbing was followed by some motorized scrubbing with my Black & Decker car polisher. So if you're finding this video entertaining or helpful, consider getting your stuff through my Amazon links, because this video is unsponsored. Mr. Clean is definitely not sponsoring this video because I'm pretty sure they don't want to have me show you what their product does to this really expensive electronics device. Now here's the funny part, or the scammy part. The oleophobic coating on your iPhone only lasts for a few months. That's the same for screen protectors, and it's almost a scam because, well, the oleophobic coating is marketed heavily. It has all this wonderful fingerprint resistance and smudge resistance, but it goes away after 2 months if you buy a cheap screen protector, 4 months if you buy a really nice one. Now with the motorized scrubbing, I was trying to mimic general usage by buffing the one side with the Black & Decker car polisher, and if you're wondering why I have this Black & Decker car polisher, it's because this random orbiting car appliance is basically a motorized foam roller. It's incredibly awesome for muscle recovery. So after all that motorized scrubbing, I went back to the magic eraser and decided to add insult to injury, and then I redid the water droplet test. This time I set my iPhone on a stand so that the angle was exactly the same, and from what I can tell, it didn't seem any worse. I'm guessing the first 2-minute round with the magic eraser removed most of that oleophobic coating. Now I did say at the beginning of the video that the long answer was a soft no at the beginning. When I tried doing a comparison with greasy fingerprints, I couldn't definitively say that one side was better than the other. The oleophobic coating should reduce the amount of smudging, but my face grease tests really didn't show, again, anything noticeable. On a day-to-day basis, I doubt anybody would be able to concretely say, oh yeah, that spot is definitely missing some of the oleophobic coating. Now when it comes to scratches, before I did this entire test, I did use the file on my Leatherman and gently grazed part of my iPhone screen. I was really hoping that I was just scraping the coating off the layer, but even with the light graze, it actually damaged the glass of the iPhone, since the magic eraser did absolutely nothing to minimize those scratches. So the lesson from all of this is don't use a magic eraser on your iPhone, and I've got physical proof of that. Now if you're wondering if I was able to re-add the oleophobic coating to this iPhone, I haven't quite done it yet, so you're gonna have to watch that video because at the time of this video, I haven't finished it yet. So technically, yes, using a magic eraser on your iPhone 10 is a bad idea. Again, but the soft no is, you wouldn't know the difference. After you scrubbed your iPhone 10 with or any sort of smartphone with a magic eraser and you decide to go back and use it, you're not gonna know if you stripped off the oleophobic coating or not, because you've generally got nothing to compare it against, unless you go to the Apple Store and decide to do like a water droplet test and a face smudge test on a brand new iPhone. But even then, I don't actually know how new those iPhones are, because they've been sitting out there and people and kids and all those different other things just keep touching it. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down there. First time you're watching one of my videos, click subscribe. All right, buddy, we're done. High five.